What up, YouTube? Sitting here with my nephews, Lee,
Yo.
TJ.
Yo.
We just got finished viewing the little racist thing on the little Arizona girls. You know how the little Arizona girls was talking how they felt about Mexicans and blacks. You know, a lot of racial things. You know, and a lot of us adults, we commenting on it, and we coming from our standpoint and how we feel. But I wanted to know what the next generation felt and how did they see things. Now, how did y'all just view? How do you feel about that tape? What you just viewed?
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I can't comment on it. That was crazy.
Like, that was outrageous. I ain't never seen nothing like that, you know. All Mexicans I know cool and like, man, they don't never get into nothing with me or nothing, you know. We have a little fun, you know.
So how do you feel about racism?
Well, to me, like, racism, it's kind of like hating, like people hating on the other race, cause they think that their race is bad and the other race is better than theirs. That's why most people are racist, I think.
What you feel?
I'll go with them, you know.
I mean, you got to go with what you feel. At some point, you a human. You got to have a feeling towards something.
Yeah,
you know, whether you with it or you against it. But I just want to know where you coming from.
Racist. That's the topic on racist. Well, all these people posting videos about racism and stuff. Why the world just can't get along, you know? We just have a peaceful world like everybody hoped it to be. But nah, it's people that like to mess it up, and racist, like, they hating on different race they're not. Like, it's no point to that.
Have y'all ever experienced racism? Or hold up. What's your definition of racism?
Well, racist, it depends like on your color.
Nah, it don't depend on your color.
No,
Not
like,
always on your color, man.
like when it's a different group that has a different color, and this group is this color, and then say like the people don't like the black people, but the white person likes the white people, and like they're like, if they don't like the black people, they do mean things to the black people, but if the white people do something bad, they just say, it's okay. The black people do something bad, they're like, oh, you're going to jail, something like that. So that's not really fair to me.
And what you feel about? What's your definition on racism?
Well, you know, black people, we do crime. Yeah, we do crime. White people do crime also. But how many whites you see behind bars every day? They talk, black people did this, black people then did that. But they ain't never saying white man did this, now he's spending time behind that. No.
You know what's, excuse me for cutting you off, but you know what's crazy about what you said?
Yeah.
If you get into the research, now, technically they're going to say white people make up about 70% of America's population. They're going to say black people make up about 13%, and Hispanics along that descent make up about 16%. Now, you have more black people incarcerated behind bars than you have any people. 2009, blacks did more murders than Caucasians. Now that's a lot. We did about 20,000 more robberies, and that was it. The whites were responsible for more aggravated assaults. They were responsible for more rapes. They were responsible for more sodomies. They were responsible for more crimes against children. They were responsible for more arsons. They were responsible for DUIs. And the list can go on and on. But the young man made a very good point. We don't see that many Caucasians behind bars. Now we're going to take a little sidetrack from the whole little racial thing, because the truth of that matter is, you got to look at the whole picture. Is it racist that all of these black men are behind bars?
No, because some most actually do the crime.
But I'm saying, okay, let's say everybody that did the crime is wrong. If you 10,000 wrong black folks for wrong crimes, and you put 10,000 and you put 9,000 of them in prison, and then say you catch 100,000 white people for crimes, and you put 4,000 of them in prison, Now, see, from where I stand, I don't. A lot of it is racial. A lot of it does have a lot to do with racism, but at the same time, it's a couple of black judges that's sentencing these same black kids that's of their race to a lot of these harsh times. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of times, your own people is gonna hold you down, and I don't mean like how people say, "Yo, I'm gonna hold you down. I got you." I mean they're gonna hold you down. So, have you experienced any racism?
Well, once we was in the cafeteria at school, and then my daughter got stuck in the vending machine, right? No, first the white girl got stuck in, and then she couldn't get it.
The
so
white girl got stuck in the vending
no,
machine? What are you talking about, Doctor?
Yeah.
He said first white girl
her daughter got
stuck
stuck in the vending machine, so she left that, and then I put mine in there. I left, so I went to go get the person that controlled the vending machine and stuff. So she didn't give me mine because she said she ain't see my money. But the white girl walked up there and said, "Oh, my dollar got stuck," and she gave her a bag of chips for free.
She just gave it to her.
Yeah.
And when you came with your complaint, she just disregarded it as, so what, just another.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
I felt kind of mad. I felt like,
Have you ever experienced racism?
Well, it really never happened to me. But today, my homeboy, he was just telling me how his hot chips got stuck and when he went up there, they not let him get his stuff out. And he keeps saying the lady said she don't believe him. So he just let it be and all. Yeah, and I respect him for that.
Word, I like that. What you think should happen to racist people?
death sentence.
He said the death sentence. Yo, quiet as kept. It's not really too far fetched. I mean, the only problem that's gonna come in is now we're gonna have to rely on our judicial system, and then everybody would be able to come up and say, "Oh snap, that was some racist shit you did to me." You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, now is something racist, like say if a white boy come up, does something racist have to just offend you and a few people, or does it have to offend majority of the black community? Because the reason why I say that is there's some white people that hang around black people that openly use the word nigga. You know, it's nothing to them. It's like, yo, what up, my nigga? Yo, what you doing, my nigga? They use it just as comfortably as blacks use it. So if you got a white boy and a black guy hanging out, and the white guy tell the black guy, "Oh shit, you my nigga," would you be offended?
No.
Why not?
Cause that's like something kids do. Like, yo, what's up? That's like a greeting. So
No, but I'm speaking even as grown men.
nah, it's the same thing. It's a greeting. Like, he greeting you.
What about you?
Like, if you don't bang with my kind, why you saying the N-word?
Go ahead.
What you saying it for? Like, come on. Do I walk around saying, "What's up, my cracker? What's up?" Nah. I call you by your name. And I might not even say N-word to people my color.
Word. Now I like that. Now, is it fair if there's a word that we can use and white people can't use? Would you say that's fair?
No.
So basically, if the white people is saying it and they shouldn't say it, pretty much we shouldn't even be saying it to each other.
Yeah.
So basically, there's words that nobody should be using in order to address anyone.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much where y'all going with it, right? So basically, nobody should be using the word nigger, nigga. It should just be completely taken out of the vernacular of the human language.
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel like blacks earned the right to say certain things to each other that whites just don't? Because it's like you get two girls. You know, one girl might say something to the other girl, but they comfortable with saying it like that to each other. But when somebody else come in and say it, now it's gonna stir up a problem. You see what I'm saying? Basically, if you don't want a white person calling you it, you shouldn't even want a black person calling you it.
Yeah,
It's not the mouth that it come out of, it's the word that's hitting you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they try to say the whole word nigga.
Hello?
You know, it's tied to slavery and everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's tied to oppression. The word is tied to holding people down. Deuce man, what you doing? That's my son, Deuce man. Say what's up to everybody.
What's up, everybody?
You ever seen racism in your life?
Yeah.
You did? And what happened?
I got it in my backpack.
You got racism in your backpack? Word up, let me get it. My son say he got racism in his backpack. We about to get rid of this shit. So I guess all the racism is done, right? As soon as I toss this, racism out the door, right? So now I'm back to you. So you've seen racism to a certain extent. Now, do you think racism you're going to see more racism as a child or more racism as an adult?
As an adult,
You think you'll see more racism as an adult?
Right there.
yeah.
Watch out, boy. Go relax yourself, man.
Because if it's racial parents and then they have kids, the racial parents gonna teach the kids to be racist. So when they grow up, they're gonna be racist like the parents. If the parents teach them that.
You think you're going to see more racism as a child or as an adult?
I would say as a child, because right now, we need to start putting a bud and all this stuff. Like, we shouldn't even be doing stuff like this right now. But it's certain people that force us to do stuff like this. And when I get older, I don't want to see this. I don't want to be teaching my kids how to hate. Matter of fact, I don't want to be teaching my kids who to hate this person and why you should hate that person. I just want to tell them, you go outside, be friends with whoever you want to.
Now, how do you think you should address racism? When racism is presented to you, because like you just said, you feel like you're going to experience it more as an adult than you will as a child.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me give you an example. You walking down the street.
Mhm.
It's you and three other guys. Matter of fact, you and your 3 cousins.
Alright.
Y'all walking down the street, and 2 white boys walk up to you and say, "You's a stupid nigga. You's a dumbass nigga. You 18 years old, 19 years old." What do you do?
Well, the first expression, like to me, to when not thinking, bust them in their face.
I mean, whether you're not thinking or thinking,
Well,
what would you do?
bust them in their face. Now, that's racist. Just come to you dumb N-word. Stupid.
What would you do? Same scenario.
Same scenario. Well, what would I do? Yeah, I would. First of all, I would think about it. Is it worth me doing something to these worthless? These people are not even worth it. I got big dreams ahead of me.
Alright.
I got college ahead of me.
Alright.
I'm probably even thinking about going to the NFL.
Alright.
And these 2 guys walk up to me. It's no offense. And even if I do something, I'm gonna be the one guilty. They probably gonna say, "Oh, I said something to him." They probably not even gonna say he said something to me. They probably gonna say he just ran out and hit me for no reason. Mind you, it's not cameras everywhere.
Yeah. So you see, and in my opinion, neither one of your actions would be wrong. You see what I'm saying? Because neither one of your actions would be wrong. Now, if I'm walking down the street, I don't even got to be with Cause y'all know how I always leave out the house. Y'all know Miss Brenda stayed with me. But anyway, if I'm walking down the street and say 2 guys approach me, 3 guys approach Caucasian guys, and they say, you dumbass nigga, you stupid, you black as hell, you this, you that, you whatever. See, first off, I have already educated myself outside of the school system. You know, I haven't always relied on the school system as my only source of information or education. So, depending on how close they was actually up on me, and depending on what mood I was in that day. Now we're gonna take my worst case scenario. I'm pissed off already, and you walk up and and it's 3 of y'all. Shots fired, man down. Now I'm not telling y'all to take that action. That's only an action that York can take. Because once again, I said neither one of y'all will be wrong in the action you took. Now the reason why I would take that standpoint is because of the things I've seen throughout my life, because of the things I have educated myself on, and just the way I feel. If at that point in time I'm pissed off or I'm hyped up. Now, if I'm not in reaching distance of these guys, let's say they gave me about 10, 15 feet, and they come up with that. See, I got enough education to be able to spew things at them that may be even too enormous for their feeble minds. You see what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is, in this racism thing, us black folks, we got to do 2 things. We got to educate ourselves, so we got to become more intelligent and more in tune with what's going on around us. And we have to stop being afraid of their prison systems. Because see, a lot of us don't do what's in our heart. A lot of us, like you said, when you think, they're gonna be thinking about going to jail. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't do what I can. I do whatever I want. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Now I'm not gonna look at you and say, "Oh, you a chump." The white boy came up to you and said this, that, and the third, and you ain't. Because the truth of the matter is, every man must do what's he deems right for himself and his family. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. If they come up to you, now reverse the situation. Suppose you bust on the side of the head, y'all get to fighting, but one of y'all end up dying. Would you still be able to stand up and say, now that was worth dying for? Nah. So that's the thinking part of it. You see what I'm saying? You got to think first. If it ain't worth dying for, then don't kill for it. If it's worth killing over, it's worth dying for. See what I'm saying? Now, the whole, you know, we sort of went almost extreme with it, but the reality of it is, they're not gonna be able to do nothing with racism. They're not gonna be able to do nothing with racism, because the truth of the matter is, if you want to have freedom of speech, if you want to be able to feel and do what you want, that's the price we're going to, you know, that's sort of what we give up. But what we need to do is, we got to educate the youths. You know, we got to get back into the children. Because the truth of the matter is, you guys are the next coming. You know, when we old, when I'm in my 60s and shit, y'all just going to be reaching y'all 20s and 30s. So y'all the ones coming after. You see what I'm saying? So the change pretty much is going to start with y'all. But as long as there's little Caucasian girls over there in Arizona or whatever they want to be at, as long as there's blacks, as long as there's whites, Asians, Chinese, whatever, as long as we out there and we seeing hate and we preaching hate, that's what's going to come out. See, a kid is like a sponge. See, when you get that little baby first come out of his mother, that little baby don't know nothing about nothing. Everything has to be put inside of that child. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I put a lot of things inside of my children that they wouldn't know nothing about other than if daddy didn't say it out his mouth. Because the truth of the matter is kids don't, y'all want to play. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is you're going to be an adult longer than you're going to be a child. You see what I'm saying? So in order for when these situations present themselves to you, you got to already be prepared for it. You see what I'm saying? You got to already prepare yourself for these situations. You know, you see where I'm coming from? So in closing, what advice can you give to them two little Caucasian, well, one girl said she was Caucasian. The other girl, you got one girl up there that's saying the Mexicans this and the Mexican stuffed burritos, and you know, I don't really want to get too much into it because truth of the matter is I educated myself. So for her to sit there and say she's half Irish and half Cuban, but she want her country back. See that falls in a lot with the school system not educating these kids properly. If you're Irish and Cuban mixed, this is the last place you should want to fight for. You still need to defend Ireland and you still need to defend Cuba, because that's where your roots is coming from. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did they teach y'all about the Pilgrims and you know how people came over to America?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't really get so deep into it and all.
So pretty much to your understanding, before the Pilgrims and the black people got here, who was here in America?
Indians.
And who else? Because remember, you got America, the West Coast, but you got Mexico touching the West Coast.
Indians and Mexicans.
So the Indians and Mexicans was already here. Mm-hmm. But keep in mind, the Mexicans is the ones that the girl telling to get out.
It's really their home.
I'm not going to go too deep into it, but anyway, if you can't get, tell a half Irish, half Cuban girl one thing, and tell a homegirl the same thing. And we not even gonna talk about then they say they had a black friend that even dissed his own race more than, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's gonna be even black people behind the scenes that don't like you because you black. Give them girls a word of advice so we can sign out.
Well, I'm just saying, man, y'all stupid, man. That's all.
Yeah, tell them however you want to tell them. I don't care. Let it go. Let them know. Tell them what you want to tell them. I don't care. Let it go. Let them have it.
Y'all that is stupid. How y'all? Most Mexicans is cool. Like all people is cool to me. It don't matter what color you is. You cool. As long as you don't mess with me in a certain way, you cool. But they just stupid, man.
Let them have it.
Y'all even stupider because. And that it's black cops protecting y'all, and y'all was talking about all about us, but this kind right here is out there protecting you. That was at your school, and that was in your neighborhood, making sure nobody take you or hurt you. And you just sitting here up on the internet talking bad. Come on now, it's ridiculous. Hope you don't put nothing else up there like that, cause we will be back.
Talk to me. We coming back.
All right.
We out.
Tell me that.